Jammer here.
And I am Shag Dog still.
I am too.
Jammer. There's Jammer Fan.
Still.
And we got Jammer. Yep,
all right. Awesome.
Jammer Fan joining us.
Awesome.
Me and Jammer are doing a beer called Jailbreak Oktoberfest by Jailbreak Brewing Company. Look at the coloring on my camera. It sucks, huh? Look at that coloring. Holy shit. It's way different than Jammer's. I don't know if that's my camera or my computer. It might be my computer. Huh? Can't handle the colors.
I had a growler, so I can just show you what I got here, but you can tell it's a murky, right? Like a murky.
Yeah. It looks
like a filtered.
Is that an IPA you said?
It's a white IPA.
Okay.
So you can tell it's got that like clear. It's from the brewery's on the tip of my tongue. Snowbank. So Snowbank Brewery in Northern Colorado. They only distribute in the a very close radius. Like you can pretty much just go get the beer at the brewery kind of.
Yeah.
All right. Look at that shit though. That's almost like a black German and a white German getting along.
I'll be right back, guys. Hold on.
Diversity.
Yes, that is diversity.
Tolerance. Equalism.
Yeah. That's being just German.
Yeah. That's
being together.
Yeah. Drink a beer. And this one, Jammer, it's nothing on Beer Advocate, one view on it, so no grade on Beer Advocate, 5.9% ABV, Marzen Oktoberfest, of course.
Yeah.
Rotated and seasonal. There you go. And I love their label because it's a black German and a white German drinking together.
Nothing to tell you about the can itself, but it's...
Except for the black German and the white German.
Right, you focused on that already, so I thought I would try to find something else. I like the UPC code because it's black and white, and it shows them in harmony.
You know what? I almost like this Oktoberfest type checkers there, but to me that shows like a net, and they're caught in the trap of the government.
Taxing their beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is like a net. It's a big net.
But Jailbreak Brewing Company, it's out of shit.
I got it.
I'm interested. I want to hear about where this is from. Where you guys are drinking from.
Laurel, Maryland.
Laurel, Maryland. Yeah.
And I did look it up. Let's see if I can find it here.
Their sister town across the river is Hardy, Maryland.
Most of these websites for a lot of these craft brewers are very sparse. They don't have much on it, and especially about the brewery, you would think they would have something about the brewery.
All right, you want to say something about your own brewery? Yeah, hey, we're the best brewery.
Yeah, it just says about us. Jailbreak is a freedom expression beginning in 2013 and becoming fully operational in 2014. Our artfully crafted beer is meant to be an escape from whatever drama is present in your life. We are made up of professionals from various industries, all brought together by the common desire to make something different and to do something with our lives that has more purpose, like getting people drunk.
We're ex-convicts. We came together, a prison break, our life. Yeah, I can see it happening.
But no, seriously, they don't really have much information about it. And then when you look for beers, especially like the seasonals, they never have the seasonal beer on there.
Because they're former convicts, Jammer, I'm telling you.
No, I mean, I'm talking about craft brewers.
A lot of them are on probation.
They don't usually have much information on their websites.
Oh yeah.
And I think they're missing an opportunity because if somebody's willing to look up their website, I mean, actually they're interested in the company.
Yeah, you'd want a Facebook page and a whole bunch of stuff if you own your own brewery, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
A whole bunch of website, Facebook page, Instagram, whatever. Yeah. Have you smelled this one yet?
No, I have not. I was too busy looking at the website.
Definitely not like the other one.
Can I ask you guys an Oktoberfest question?
Sure.
So recently, I've been involved with a community of beer drinkers, and I've learned a lot of information, and just done a lot of tastings and stuff, right? And the consensus seems to be that you should smell malt, but not caramel on an Oktoberfest. So you're supposed to just get like a rich, like barley malt, but not necessarily like the red ale aspect of it, And I think that like American versions have that red ale note, and that's fine. But I'm just curious where this falls on that spectrum.
Well, this one right here is funny because you mentioned the caramel, and I was smelling it at the time you mentioned it, and I was like, "Yep, it's there."
Yeah, this one's closer to a red ale. The smell, of a red ale.
I mean, it does have a malty, yeasty, malty smell, bready, but it has that caramel in there, and it has that red ale,
like a sweetness of a red ale.
Sweetness of a red ale, smell. I mean.
It's definitely different than the other two we did, so we'll see how it tastes, I guess.
Well, I'm not saying that's good or bad. I'm just saying that I guess that's when American styles are criticized, they're criticized for that specific thing.
And if you look right here, look at that. It almost looks like a red ale. It's just a little lighter.
It does have a little Marzen look, but
I mean, I got a nice little head.
I like that. I like that red ale smell and taste personally, but.
I'm not a big red ale fan. There's a couple red ales and IPAs. I like more IPAs surprisingly than I do red ales actually.
Mm-hmm. And there's certain ones I don't mind.
Yeah, but a lot of it has that certain sweetness. So I can't handle it. I don't have a head of mine, but that's usual.
Because you don't pour it properly.
I gave it a heavy pour this time. It's this glass. And it's made in China. China.
All
right, let's give it a sip. What do you think?
Well, did you say anything about the smell? Because I did.
Yeah, I said it smells sweet. Got like a sweet, like a fucking. Don't laugh at me.
Can I tell you guys the nose on mine really quick before you guys go?
Yeah.
So I'm doing a white IPA. So it's kind of the opposite from what you guys are doing. It's you know what? I like Hoegaarden. Do you guys like that white ale? Do you guys like Hoegaarden?
No.
I don't mind it.
I don't like it.
So it's like a hoppy Hoegaarden is how I would describe it.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't like a lot of Belgian stuff.
But it's 7.9%, so I would say there's a candied sweet, like kind of sweet bread in there.
Sweet Belgian.
You know what gets me is like the Belgians, the Belgian beers and everything. They're usually very sweet.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah, that's why the French lost World War II, because the Belgians just let them right through. We're too sweet for you Germans. Come on through and take the French over here.
Okay. But, I mean, I don't...
I used to blame the French, but now I know it's the Belgians.
Okay.
Is there another little country over there like Luxembourg, or is that a city in Belgium? I don't know.
I will say so. They use 100% Eldorado hops or something like that in this. So there's a really nice hop flavor though.
Oh, that sounds Mexican.
I mean, I don't know about that, but
Eldorado, yeah.
Eldorado, that sounds Mexican.
So Eldorado's, I guess, characterized as like stone fruit and like the herbal flavors. It's kind of a cross between the earlier I mentioned Styrian and Golden hops, so kind of like the spicy hay flavors. And earthy flavors mixed with the tropical and citrus, so kind of like Yeah,
really I don't mind that hop. I mean, that's Shag Dog doesn't.
This is like a red ale almost. It's not even like a.
You already tasted it. I'm still.
I just took a sip. Yeah, it's like a red ale.
Thanks for letting me know. I mean, just go ahead and dive in without me.
Germans would be upset with this one. Very upset.
I don't know about upset. It's just not part of the style, but honestly, it's part of the American style. I think it should be a separate style,
I haven't had to be American Oktoberfest that tastes like a red ale. I don't think.
This in the beginning has a nice Marzen, and then it slides right into the red ale flavor.
Yeah, that sweet sour, whatever ale that. Yeah.
You got that Marzen right up front. It tastes nice. It has that bready flavor, that malty nice Marzen maltiness, And
So
then
much for the relationship. Once the one tasted it after the other one gave it to me, he'd be like, I'm not breaking out of jail with you.
Honestly, guys, so I've heard, I know a lot of people that homebrew, and they said that when you do these, they're not very profitable. You lose money on them. Like, if you want to make one that's good, you have to lager it for a long time.
All the Marzens.
A lot of times they'll rush them, and they'll just put more red ale in there to cover up their mistakes, basically, if that makes sense.
Marzens are a beer originally in Germany. They started brewing them in spring, so to be ready by fall, right? Or something like that.
Yeah.
I forget what the hell.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Shag Dog, because that's exactly where I was going.
I know a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, they would brew it in the spring for the fall, and usually it was in the early months of like March, April.
Yeah,
May.
they stored in basements or something, or I forget what the hell it was. But.
And they would lager it all the way into the where September, October.
Right, that's when they took the hammer out and busted the cork off, and they tap it, or however they did the old school shit.
Yeah. But they would lager it for, and like you said, Jammer fan, they have to lager it, and that takes a lot more time.
That's a long time, actually.
Most of the craft brewers, they make ales. And the ales
a little quicker. You can brew an ale quicker.
The lagers.
Yeah.
Because they can go ahead and
the average just basic ale lager. Ale takes 4 weeks to brew or something like that. The brewing process, and the lager 6 weeks. I forget what the hell they said in that class.
Yeah, it's a few more weeks longer to have it actually lager like it's supposed to. And then, but a lot of this stuff. Go ahead.
Sorry. What I was going to say, guys, is to piggyback on what I said earlier. The guy that was telling me about this is that, I guess diacetyl or whatever you call the butterscotch flavor, is that diacetyl, right?
Butterscotch.
If you're brewing an Oktoberfest, every day you have to drop the temperature down to a certain amount and then bring it back. You have to constantly fluctuate the temperature to avoid the diacetyl.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
but how they do that back in the old days
surprised me.
It was just by the temperature of the day. They were just lucky because the caves they were using were using the daylight or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? They would have drunk it anyway.
That's true.
I mean, let's be honest. They would have said, "Oh yeah, this one has more of a little diacetyl."
This is the best hacker shore we've ever made.
But they would have been like, "Yeah, let's drink it anyway." But yeah, I mean, you're right. I would have suspect. See, when I was doing a while back, I was doing more home brewing until all this COVID shit happened, and I would try to keep a constant range of temperatures. And like you said, I mean, it really, if you mess up a temperature, it will screw it up really fast.
Yeah,
if you're not careful.
What's the name of your brewing company?
I haven't come up with a brewing name yet, but the one I used in the past was Poor Boy.
Po' Boy. I thought it was Po' Boy.
Po' Boy Brewing.
Po' Boy Brewing. Which is funny because there's when I was doing DoorDash, there's a restaurant called Po' Boy something barbecue or some shit. I was like, that's still that from Jammer. He's going to sue him now.
Well, there's also a Po' Folks restaurant.
Oh, is there?
It used to be. Yeah. What would you say, Shag Dog?
This one?
Really elaborate on the flavor there,
It does have a little bit of a red ale taste to it, but it does have a Marzen quality to it too. It's kind of weird. It's not real bad. I mean, I don't like red ales. It does have a little bit of a red ale flair. I'm going to go ahead and grade it. I'm going to give it a. Hold on.
I don't mind it. It's not.
It's not my typical Marzen I would like. It's not bad though. I guess if you told me this is have this red ale, I guess it'd be all right for me for a red ale because it has Marzen qualities.
Actually, if they would have said this was a red ale, I'd be like, that's the best damn red ale I ever had.
Yeah, one of the best.
No, so honestly, I think you guys are spot on. I haven't had that specific beer, but I will say that like the American Oktoberfests, I can just consider them amber ales, and I enjoy them as such.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what a red ale is, American red amber ale, right?
Yeah.
Red or amber / amber ale, yeah. Which I hate. Fucking, sorry, my language. Beer Advocate now because they rearrange all the way they name beer. There used to be American Adjunct Lager. Now they just say Lager /
I'll be right back,
Adjunct.
guys.
What's that?
He said he'll be right back.
Mm.
But I'm going to grade it for what it is, I guess, a Marzen. But I'm going to give it a B- a swallow.
I'm going to give it a straight up B, and hold on a second.
Just a little too sweet and that red ale type flavor in there.
Going to give it a straight up B and a swallow.
All right, there you go.
I was wanting to make sure before I said a swallow because I was thinking of Swarter there for a moment. But, it's just a little too much of the sweet mouthfeel,
Yeah.
I don't get into the technical terminology like I guess some should, or in some ways we should, but I do think that the beer is decent, and if it was a red ale, it'd probably be one of the best ones.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain red ales I have like that where it almost had like a Marzen quality. I was like, wow, this is pretty good. I don't like red ales usually, but this one's pretty good because it had a little bit of that breadiness in it. It kind of quelled that sweetness that's in the red ale, So if it was a red, maybe it is a red ale. They're just calling it a Marzen. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What you got there? A video? Oh, you found it? You want to pause it for Jammer Fan or?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get to the point where is it going to do it?
Kind of sketchy.
I'm fast forwarding it.
Oh, that's why we're talking about going to the store and getting our malt liquor.
No, this is before it was edited.
Okay.
Yeah, this is before it was actually edited. Because I don't see the edited.
I'm back, guys. Sorry.
That's all right. I had Malt Liberation.
Yeah, Jammer Fan, I think you missed it. I gave this a B- as well.
I keep missing the score. Sorry, guys. I'm like having the worst timing.
Jammer gives it a B and a swallow. There we go.
All right. You guys care if I do mine really quick? Just give you a quick grade for mine?
No.
I'll do it.
So have you guys had any Imperial White Ales or Imperial white IPAs before?
I think only a couple times, yeah. I remember white IPAs, yeah.
So it's kind of like a Hoegaarden, but it's like got like a huge malt background and it's kind of sour, and then it has like a punch of like spice and hops.
Mm.
I'd say I would give it like an 85%, so like a middle B, and just a swallow, not even a swarter, like a swallow.
I like the way you describe that. And to me, Jammer Fan, it almost sounds like a recipe for disaster being run over by Germans.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just kidding. But it does have a smooth. So I'm a sucker for Blue Moon. When I first got into craft beer, I think it was like almost 15 years ago.
Ugh.
I hate Blue Moon now. I can't drink it, but I used to. I used to love it.
I can't drink Blue Moon. I puked on doing a video. I had to run off camera to puke.
One of the only beers that he ever puked on.
Yeah,
so this is 7.9% and 50 IBU. What I'm drinking right now, I'm 7.9.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one of the only beers he ever puked on.
There's not too many Belgian beers I like, and Blue Moon is a horrible version of a Belgian wheat beer.
Yeah, I don't like it now. Trust me, I don't like it now.
Yeah, and Belgian beers, the only type of Belgian beers I like are the dark ones, like a Belgian dark, a dark strong ale or a strong dark ale or whatever the hell they call that one. That's the only thing I like. The Tripels and all these other Belgian sour sweet beers, I I gag when I taste them. It's like
I don't mind the sours, and I don't mind some of the alt beers, that kind of stuff that has those tart flavors and everything.
I can't. It's like, man, if I drink that stuff, Germans are gonna I just feel like Germans are gonna attack me. Run over to me to get to you, my friend, France.
Yeah, your humor is a little off tonight.
I will say they hide the alcohol well, so cheers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good. That's good.
That's a perfect example. See, we got support Rotary on that damn thing. Golly.
Support rugby.
Yeah, you have it was a farmhouse, short straw farmhouse ale by Blue Moon.
Blue Moon, yeah.
That's not the video, though.
We did a couple of those Blue Moon flavored stuff. Huh?
Actually, you know what? I remember that beer that you guys did. I actually commented on that video, so it sucks that my comments lost to all of time. But
blame Google.
I did remember commenting saying, because that's like a red farmhouse ale, right? Isn't that some kind of it's like some kind of I don't think it's like an amber necessarily, but they call that like a red farmhouse ale.
Rugby.
Yeah.
Jammer fan. Maybe we should say Jammer fan when we burp. Jammer fan.
No, don't bestow. I don't deserve that honor. I do not deserve that honor, guys.
Well, that's a weird. On one of the Blue Moon videos, I am actually on the right.
There was a couple of times we switched spots just to see how it would work or something. I remember.
Oh yeah, I always forget about that. I guess I never really noticed as much as you guys noticed. Like I think some fans might notice, but people don't. I never really like that. Yeah, that feels more right there. That feels more right.
Yeah. I just switched it. I forgot all about it.
Yeah, no, that feels better.
Yeah, don't beat me again, Jammer. He beats me, Jammer fan. He says, "Shut up, little man," and then he beats me with his.
The "Shut Up, Little Man" series. I don't know if you remember all those videos that we mentioned that stuff.
It's
shut up, little man.
Shut up, little man! I'm gonna kill you.
Well, luckily, I don't know that much. If I knew everything about everything, then you guys would probably have to legitimately be scared. So, luckily, I don't know that much. I'm just I'm a nerd, but I'm I haven't been stalking you and trying to figure out how I'm going to eat shag dog or anything like that.
Oh, God. Shit.
But now that you mentioned it.
I'm going to turn you into sausage, shag dog. I'm going to turn you into sausage.
Yeah, Motel Hell. You remember that movie? I don't know if you remember that. That was an old late 70s movie, Motel Hell. And you go check in the motel, and the owners killed you and turned you into sausage, actually. They planted you in their backyard up to they cut your vocal cords and your head. You're like the Cabbage Patch Kids. Your head just sticking out of the ground.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that was Motel Hell. They made sausage out of the people. Pretty good. Good sausage.
Well, I do know from a previous video that Shag Dog has announced to all of Costa Rica that if anybody ever captures him, he's going to go on a murderous rampage or whatever. Remember when you guys were talking about the hostile type things? You were like, if anybody ever got me, I would go back the next season and I would bait them. I would, you were saying you would figure out a way to try to set a trap and spring on them.
I can't remember that. Wow.
Revenge. It was a revenge thing. I can't believe I actually can't believe I remember something you guys don't.
I can't believe it either because
you remember a lot.
There's another video and I feel bad now. I should have wrote it down.
Tech 9 was another one he remembered. You guys were pretty good, funny on this video and that video. I'm like, wow, I can't believe you remember that shit. Well,
what I remember is that there was this guy, golly, I can't remember his name. He had drawn on cardboard pyramids behind him.
Ooh.
Remember Shag Dog?
I can't remember his name now though. It's been so long. Yeah.
And he did
he was in Egypt. He drew on cardboard the pyramids. Hey, I'm in Egypt now. Yeah.
And he goes, I could smell the wonderful horse shit or the camel shit.
Yeah, camel shit, yeah.
Anyway, he we didn't contact him. We didn't do anything. He turned around and pulled us out and said, "These are the type of beer reviewers I love." And he showed the clip where I farted. We're sitting there and we're smelling the beer, and I farted, and I said, "Smells good like that. What do you think, Shaq?" And he would comment on our videos quite a bit.
Yeah. So we did a pyramid video where we on the green screen we had pyramids and we said something. I forget what the hell we did, but gave him a shout out. Yeah.
He had some cat stuck in a fence, and he was helping the cat out and all this.
Yeah,
anyway,
I forget his name. Wow.
He turned around and got fed up with YouTube too, and he turned around and deleted his whole account.
Yeah. There's a lot of people don't do beer reviews anymore. Crawl the Beer Man, you go to his channel, he don't have nothing on there.
Ronald Riot still does them, but
Ronald Riot, Craig G, some of the other Rhino. Remember Rhino?
Well, let's see what's in the fridge today,
Ronald
guys.
Riot, if you guys want to hear it, it's a recent story.
What's that?
About Ronald the Riot, I have a recent story.
Oh yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, I was recently on a live beer panel with him. We did. There was I was one of 9 judges that reviewed an Imperial IPA. I'll send you guys the link. I did. And he was in and out. He was he's pretty quick, but it was on StreamYard, and they had the people that were they called the basement. You had the people you have up on the main screen, and then you had the people.
Jammer fan froze.
Oh boy!
Should I kick him?
Ronald Riot turned around and censored him.
Yep.
The power of Ronald the Riot.
All right. Yeah. Ronald Riot strikes again.
I cannot believe this shit.
Yeah, Louisiana. You don't believe how much power they have, but they got a lot of power down there. That's the deep south.
It's all about the
deep
hurricanes.
south.
Yeah.
It's
all about the hurricanes.
Hurricanes, yeah. And they use that to reinforce their strength.
Yeah. Let me just.
You want me to remove them, see if you can try to re-add them, or?
I just sent him a message.
All right. He's probably still talking, huh? And we're on this panel.
Yeah.
Okay, he's gone. I look good on a panel. Jared, did you change your shirt? You didn't change your shirt, did you?
Yeah.
Man, I'm drunk, and we were going slow too. Good thing. Jammer fan showed up.
I'm like I was trying to tell him earlier. I'm actually glad that he came on, because I think in a way that we kind of lost that creativity, that creative spirit. We
still have it.
Yeah, but we kind of just got lazy.
Well, what really happens when you left that job that you had at St. Pete? That's when your creativity went out the window.
Yeah, but it wasn't just me. You had creativity. You were contributing.
No, I never had it. I just went along with the show.
Is that what it is? I'm the one who's the creative.
I just give you. I'm kind of like your angel on the shoulder.
I am the creative
yes.
mind behind the Spitter Swallow beer review.
Yes. You think he could join again, or?
I think we lost. What was that?
Oh, that was a StreamYard thing. Countdown from 30. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh well. All right, we graded this one, so we're done.
Yeah.
Kind of weird Oktoberfest, but okay.
I sent him a message.
I really like the label, though. I mean, the label is great. I mean,
yes.
It's not. I don't know if the guy's black or Muslim. I mean, he looks like Saddam Hussein a little bit, actually.
He's beige, at least.
And then you have that guy who, big white mustache. He looks kind of white, so I guess he is white.
Well, he's
There's Jammer
kind of
fan.
a dark white.
There's Jammer fan.
He's back.
Hey, sorry guys, my battery died on my laptop.
Hey, you know what? Ronald Riot censored you.
Yeah.
We said it just as soon as you went off the air. We said, There you
Yeah,
go.
Ronald Riot.
Ronald
The power of Ronald Riot.
Yeah, power of
He
Ronald Riot.
reminds me of Rusty Shackelford, or what's his name from King of the Hill. You know, he's like the paranoid version of like not Boomhauer, but of what's his name? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I forget his name on there, but
Rusty Shackelford was like he's like,
what was his name? Golly,
I don't remember their names.
you don't remember?
No, all I remember that show was Bobby. Yeah,
Boy ain't right.
Yeah. But you ever know the father in King of the Hill, originally
Dale Gribble.
Dale Gribble, yeah.
Dale, yeah. The father in King of the Hill originated on Beavis and Butthead, right?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
He's the one that went to the coffee or the drive-thru, and he's like, "I want what the hell? Fries, whatever. You got that? Y'all got that in there? Yeah. You know, they give him the wrong order or something. He came through the drive-thru. I forget what the hell it was.
Yeah.
Fries, large Coke, fries. Y'all got that in there? We used one of their things on our old beer review. Remember the Chang one? Was it?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Chang. It was the other one. Was it Chang? No, it was a different Laos. Some Laos beer we did.
Yeah.
And when the guy, I'm not from Vietnam. I'm from Laos.
Yeah. King of the
Whatever.
Hill guy.
Yeah.
All right. So going back to Jammer Fan's expose story
Around the Riot
that he got censored for.
Oh, you got censored. Okay.
I if I had a way of kind of like, you know, just scrambling your face right now, I would, and warping your voice so that you could be, you know, like witness or whatever, you know.
Witness protect. Yeah, but what about this Round the Riot thing? What happened?
Yeah. Tell us.
Well, no, it was just on a beer channel that he happened to be on, that I happened to be on, and we kind of like crossed paths, and we didn't talk directly, but we were on the same panel. They were going to each person, and it was a kind of a bring your own double IPA and talk about the style and talk like in a very professional manner and stuff. And you know, the guy knows a lot. I'll give him that. He knows a lot, you know, about his craft.
I've been thrown off the panel.
I know that you guys like somehow have a history with him. I know you guys met with him once. I don't know.
Twice.
Yeah. Jammer met with him twice. I met with him once. Yeah, because he came here the first time. He does his baseball tour where he goes to all the stadiums. So Jammer met with him, did a beer review with him, went to a game. And then the year later, we went out to New Orleans and met him out there. Yeah. Around the Riot, I had to see the real star of this Bitter Swallow beer review. So he's like, "You got to bring Shag Dog on." I was like, "Okay."
And that was the debut of the wigs.
That was the day. That's the first time we wore the wigs, yeah. Because we didn't show our faces before that.
That first video.
The first one you did with Ronald Wright, the first one you did, it was just your voice and your hand and the beer. You didn't see your face.
Yeah. I don't even know what beer we did at the.
You did that beer. It's like a South American one, but it's got like an English name to it. But Iceberg or Ice something. I forget what that was. Weird. From Venezuela or Brazil or some weird Uruguay country or something.
Uruguay.
Yeah, he's a funny guy though, so you know it's funny. I got a kick out of the fact that you guys had met him once or twice, you know.
Yeah.
You know, in fact, when he was getting the beer panel up and everything, he kept wanting us to come on and everything, and we couldn't coordinate the times.
Yeah.
Because I work all kinds of crazy hours. Shag Dog at the time was working all kinds of crazy hours.
Yeah. Now I can join, but I watched him a couple times, but I haven't joined in or anything.
I can honestly say, you know, he's a nice guy. He's a little quirky, you know, but he's a nice guy. Now, Shag Dog will tell you right off the bat, he's been watching the latest videos with him and this other guy. Tell him what you said to me. I
forget the guy's name. The guy's got a big beard. He's been doing beer reviews with Round the Riot. But to me, watching the both of them, there's a little bit of uneasiness. Like the guy will be saying something and Round the Riot will be like, And he'll say, all right, and the other guy. It's kind of like me and Jammer, but more violent. I can feel the tension just watching them. Like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I can't explain it, but I can just see Ron.
Agree with
they don't
his.
agree with each other. Like the guy saying something around. No, I don't. I think Ronald Wright is going to give his opinion, his true opinion. No, you're wrong.
And he does get a little perturbed, I guess, if you're given a different idea of what the flavor is to you.
Yeah. So I can see a fight happening eventually with them. I told Jammer, I was like, "You think we're bad? Look at these two. They're going to be a fight eventually."
I tease you. I just joke around with you. I tease you just for the joke. I don't care.
Well, I know, but we do have some different. Sometimes we take something different, but we don't like. No, you're fucking wrong. That type of or roll your eyes. Well, you do sometimes, but I can't tell you got shades on.
Yeah, I don't. But yeah.
But anyhow, just the two of them doing beer reviews. I forget the other guy's name, but yeah, it's just I feel a little tension there. It's gonna burst one of these days. I'm waiting for it. Want me to play one? I'll show you.
Have you watched any of those with that guy? I haven't, but Shagdog says this to me. I don't know.
Not really too many.
Yeah.
I watched him on the show that I was on.
Yeah.
I've watched him do a couple episodes, and he, like I said, he seems to know a lot about beer styles. He seems to know his like.
Yeah, he's very informative. There's no doubt about it.
Now here's the most recent one they've done is 5 days ago. Hold on. Shit. What the hell? Commercial after 2 seconds? All right. Pause it. All right. I want to go to share screen.
Share audio.
Share audio. And then not that one. There we go.
I was on a video that he was on. It's called Malty Monday Imperial IPA. So if you ever see that episode, I don't know if he's linked it.
Change your shampoo right now if you don't want to go bald. The shampoo you're using has the same.
We're looking at beer that's been on the market since 1986. This is a Abita Amber Lager made with natural spring water from Abita Springs.
He still got the beard, huh?
Yeah.
So this is what they're saying. Amber
It's
Lager.
funny, I started growing
It's
the beard.
easy
and he
to
grew
love.
the
This
beard.
New Orleans itself. They say it's their most versatile. We talked off the air about some things.
So because we talk off the air, we're going to throw you under the bus.
No, I'm not throwing you under the bus. I'm just saying people do have formed
I
opinions.
mean, we're reviewing this beer now.
Just to give your opinion. People have formed opinions about products.
Okay, so there's a couple of things I've noticed about this beer. Is that want some more because I'm thirsty.
Trying to,
Shagdog. It said on
I
YouTube,
have noticed.
do Malty Monday Imperial IPA.
But not only it's
What was that?
Type in Malty Monday Imperial IPA on YouTube.
Malty Monday Imperial IPA. But you see what I'm saying? They're like a little bit at each other all the time. Every time I watch a video of them.
Yeah, I just feel like I hate to say it. Like, all right, first of all, I was growing the beard because of COVID. Before COVID, actually, I grew the beard. And then I tuned into one of his videos, and I noticed he started growing his beard. I was like, oh, what the hell is that about? And then he grew it out. I'm like, okay, fine. I shaved mine off after a while, but I just thought it was kind of strange that I was growing mine, and then all of a sudden he grew his. Maybe I'm wrong with the timing, but that's what I felt like. It was like at the same time that I would.
He had a goatee before too, didn't he?
Yeah, that was the other thing. He grew a goatee, and now he's got this guy going with him doing the beer reviews. And it's kind of similar to us in one aspect.
Yeah. It's funny though. They're like that all the time. I'm like, oh my god, that's a little tension there. At the beginning of the video, we don't. Well, we get like that sometimes, but they're like that at the beginning of each video. Every video I've seen of them. Little tension, disagreement about the taste, flavors. Well, I don't know about that.
Did you find the Multi Monday?
Oh, I gotta look for it. Multi Mondays.
Yeah, I knew he forgot it. Jammer fan.
Well, Multi what?
Monday Imperial IPA. So Ronald the Riot's on there, but I'm on there too. So it's just it's hilarious. But we don't have to watch it. I just thought for future reference. Even if you just want to see his segment.
Is there a special name to it? Oh. Like a panel or somebody did it.
Well, it should show.
I got it. I think I might got it. I think I got it. Let's see. Let's share that. Share screen. Audio.
He got upset with Shag Dog though.
Oh. Which time? All right. Yeah, that might be it right there.
Yeah, so I show up at the 59-minute mark in this video.
We are going to be looking at Imperial
IPA. If you look up there, Ronald the Riot's right up there. He's
IPA genre.
He's like the first presenter.
Yeah, he's like second from the left there at the top.
Yeah.
You want us to fast forward it? Who's that girl there below the bald guy there? She looks like.
She was pretty weird. I was in this cast and she was pretty weird.
So you want us to fast forward to the 59-minute mark, or
if you guys want to see me, yeah. If you guys want to, I'm right after this guy right here, like that. Yeah, like right after this guy finishes right there. Or I guess you have to go a little bit more.
Reverend,
it's after this.
North Carolina.
I'm obviously not the weird guy with the hat. I'm right. Yeah.
You got it down. You got it, bro.
This guy was weird.
Almost a catastrophe.
And I do want to welcome in now. First time joining up on Multi Monday. This guy has been going through all.
Not William.
Hey, Will.
The Multi Monday live
fan, which is actually hilarious.
Moses Lawn. We're watching Multi Monday.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah. So can you guys hear me? Is my mic cool?
You are.
Yeah,
nice. All right. Yeah. So, like Bumpy said, so to give you guys a tiny backstory, I'll make it quick. Lost my job during COVID, so I've been doing a lot of domestic stuff, and I kind of just stumbled across Multi Monday, like 5-6 weeks ago.
Wait, hold up. You said you've been doing a lot of domestic stuff. You haven't been beating your wife, have you?
Okay. No, just doing lots of chores.
Okay, that kind of domestic. Okay, let's continue.
Got really into it, and then just decided to do this Malt Everest challenge thing where I just finished all the Multi Mondays in a week, and I wanted to come on the show. So thank you guys.
Wow.
I'm glad that we were able to get you in, because
I actually review a beer. No, it's awesome, and I had some favorites. So I will say that it's weird listening to the show because Beer Man sounds like my 20-year-old college roommate that I had, and he's really has adult kids. So it's crazy hearing people's voices. And no offense, sorry, I don't want to offend anybody, but it was it's kind of funny, seeing everybody. So
I'm
anyways,
glad that you're here. I'm glad that you made it.
That's why we're here. Now the
Don't drop, man. Please don't drop. No,
it was one extra. It was one extra goal tonight on Multi Monday to get you in. So.
We don't have to watch it. Yeah. So now to the beer. I wanted to bring some kind of horsepower tonight to kind of just bring something cool if I got on. So I have Weldworks from Greeley, Colorado. This is their Advanced Fluid Dynamics double IPA. And it's got it's brewed with just Lotus and Sabro hops. So those are some
Jammer, I graduated high school in Greeley, Colorado, Central High School.
What? Oh, that's so awesome. Well, I hope you like Weldworks. I don't know if you've ever had them, but they're
no.
Pride of Greeley.
Now, my question to you, Jammer fan, is: did anybody question you on your name?
Actually, no. I thought I was going to have to explain it, but they were just like, "Oh, hey, Jammer fan!" It was just some innocuous thing. And Ronald the Riot was there, and he didn't say anything.
I'm surprised he didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. He probably don't even remember who you are, Jammer.
Oh, he remembers. He still texts
it's kind
me
of
every so often.
an ongoing meme for me because, like, it's my YouTube handle, and it's just like I don't want to change it. I like it because I like the show and stuff. So I thought it would be funny to go on as Jammer fan, but I wondered if anybody was going to say anything, and nobody said anything. So yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, he don't have too many other fans.
I'm just so surprised that Ronald Wright didn't say anything.
I'm surprised too because he hates you.
No, he hates you. You're the one who fell asleep in the back of his car.
Yeah, remember the time I did Larry when we were doing the live one? I was like, Larry! He's like,
yeah, he was taken back. Yeah. It was funny because we went, I don't know if you remember hearing the story in the videos or whatever, but we were there visiting and everything, and he took us to have ice cream. And Shag Dog's like, well, do they serve beer there?
What? I passed out. No, Bloody Marys. We were drinking Bloody Marys in the morning. He calls us up out of nowhere. Hey, I'm like 3 blocks away from whatever street. I want to give you a tour of North New Orleans. I'm like, fuck, we're only on our second or third Bloody Mary. Fuck. So we go meet him. We get in his car, and I pass. He's giving us a tour of the north part of town. I passed out. I must have slept for like 2 or 3 hours of the tour. I don't even remember the tour in the back of his car. And then we pull up some ice cream place, and they wake me up. They're like, hey, we're at some ice cream place. And I'm like, they got Bloody Marys? And they didn't have Bloody Marys. But anyhow, we went there, had ice cream, and then he dropped us off. And then me and Jammer hit Bourbon Street for the last night. That was our last night there, wasn't it? Yeah. And the second night,
he gave a good tour. Don't get me wrong. We came out. We visited him at the same time, enjoying New Orleans.
Yeah.
And he gave a good tour. It was just that Shag Dog there was kind of like, I thought we were going to do beer reviews. I thought we were going to do this.
Get drunk.
Yeah.
No, but I wasn't expecting a tour of North New Orleans. I was thinking we were going to party all day. That was our last day there, but.
And then, of course, the helicopters. They were chasing some guy.
Oh, yeah, he took us to lunch one day, and he was like, "There's police helicopters all over the place." Oh, some cop got killed around here, and we got to the restaurant. There was like there was certain rows we had to go around because the roads blocked off. It's like, oh, great.
And he was saying it was a real great barbecue and all this. It was good barbecue, but it wasn't that great.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, he freaked out when we showed up when he came to do the beer review, and then we put our wigs and mustaches on. He's like,
but I still remember when I made a comment about one of the beers. I said to him, I said, well, I'm picking up something. I forget what it was. I'm picking up this. And I said, the problem I have is that it's so the flavor of a beer or any beverage or anything that you do a review on is very subjective. It depends on how you feel that day, and what the temperature of the beer was, what the I said there's a lot of variables there that make you when you taste it. You might be in a good mood that day, and you're like, "Oh, this is great beer. It was very crisp, refreshing, because you were thirsty and you're very excited or whatever, and then another day it might be like, it was all right. It was nothing, You know what I'm talking about, right? It's very subjective for that time, that moment in time.
Yeah. I mean, you could have that same beer in the hot sun of Death Valley. Like, wow, this beer isn't too good. It's not refreshing me in this hot fucking 110 degrees sun. But then you can have the same beer in like, say 55 degrees northeast Pennsylvania, I'll say. Oh, this beer is pretty damn good. I'm not sweating or hot or dying of dehydration, and the beer tastes good. Same beer.
Or just whatever beer you had before or after, right? And then like whatever food you've had, all that stuff.
And we used to clean our palates out. We took it professional back in the day. We in between each beer, we drank, rinse our mouth out with water, eat saltine crackers, rinse our mouth out with water. Before we don't do that anymore because it's just too much work, doing that shit. But
I still drink water, but
yeah, I drink water occasionally in between. But the saltine crackers I don't do because it's just too much.
And as you notice, and if at all, I mean, we take it semi-serious. We don't get too serious about it.
No, I think you guys have always been cool about that. I appreciate the channel a lot because it's kind of like, I think I said this before, but it's like the Howard Stern of beer reviews, kind of, right? You guys have and Howard Stern's a knowledgeable guy, and he'll attack the issues, but sometimes he goes on these tangents and tells these funny stories that are kind of raunchy and they're uncensored, like you guys do. That's the best I can describe it. But you guys know your shit, though. You guys know what you're doing.
I'm just winging. I've been winging it for 9 years. I'm just here winging it.
No, it's good to hear that though, because
but I like you said that because I realized last time we did beer reviews, I was like, wow. Either my palate is really good compared back in the old days, or this beer tastes totally different than what And I realized my palate has grown a lot since when we first started. Because back then I only drank Miller Lite, Killian's Red was my craft beer.
Well, it's just like Jammer Fan was saying that how he used to like Blue Moon,
right,
and now he doesn't like it.
I don't like Blue Moon at all. Never have.
Yeah. Well, you were advanced.
Yeah. First time it came out, I remember the time we went with Crazy Arms or Sexy Arms and her mother at Beef's, and I tried, or it might have been a different day, but I remember it was at Beef's the first time I had Blue Moon, and I was like, holy shit, that's horrible. Yeah.
I don't know if you heard that story, but he was hitting on the girl's mom that I went to school with.
Wait, hold up, Jammer. Is Jammer Fan frozen? He looks frozen.
No, I'm good.
Oh God, he was frozen like a vampire there for a second. Okay.
Anyway, I'd met up out of the blue, just happened to cross this girl that I went to school with, and
we're done. We're out bowling, drinking all morning. Went out to eat for lunch after drinking and bowling, and
she was out with her mom, and I started talking with her and everything.
So of course I have to hit on the mom because I'm not going to be the wingman. I got to start hitting on the mom, right?
So me and the girl goes out to my car. We're sitting out there talking and everything, and start making out and everything. I see out of the corner of my eye, in between kissing her, Shag Dog running across the parking lot.
Because the mom didn't want nothing to do with me, and she left. So I was waiting for him because he'd give me a ride. I was waiting for a while, and then I'm like, fuck it, I'll go home myself.
So I tell her, I said, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go find him because I'm supposed to take him home. I'm responsible for him. Yeah. Another time where you basically screwed me.
Yeah, well, you should have had her mother screw me, and you would have got screwed.
And so I ended up having to say goodbye to her, and everything. And I started driving down the road trying to find him. Well, I got down almost to his house, it was just around the corner.
Halfway.
And I turn around and I see him running on the side of the road. I pull up alongside him. I said, "What the hell are you doing? Don't stop me! Don't stop me! I'm going to break my record." I said, "What record?" And he goes, "Oh," and he stops and gets in the vehicle.
Yeah, I don't know if you said what record. I think you said. Just said.
No, I said what record because you were
just get in the car. Yeah, it was a record. It was going to be a world record, and you ruined it.
Well, you ruined my record. I would have had.
Yeah. Okay. Hey,
that's what you call a wingman that likes to crash right into.
Hey, I would have made it home. I was halfway there by the time you got there.
Would have been dead on the road, and then they would say your mom would have been going, "Oh, I thought you were going to take care of my son,
my baby."
But so what did you enjoy the Multi Monday?
Oh yeah, so it was kind of a funny thing. Somehow I got recommended the video, and they had been doing this for the past 20 weeks, and I just marathoned them. They're 30 to 45 minutes, and I was actually listening to them like podcasts versus watching them, which is why I made that joke at the beginning. But Yeah, they review various styles of stuff. Like they'll have like podcast or members come on, like StreamYard style, and just review certain styles. And it was just kind of funny, kind of fun to participate in.
Yeah, I always enjoyed getting together with people. That's why whenever Shag Dog said, "Hey, Jammer, you want to invite him on?" I said, "Hey, yeah, go ahead and send him. We'll say it on the video and see if you were interested in coming on." But
yeah, it's cool. Like it was kind of surreal. I was like, I always thought it would take a long time to set something up like this. I was like, oh, it'd be like this like long process or something. And you're like, you guys want to come on? I'm like, all right.
Usually it is. Usually we have a big torture rack and a whole bunch of other things to get people on.
and I know that Shag Dog knew I was real a long time ago, but like it's a funny meme to kind of like,
I really didn't know. I didn't really know you were real until I actually. Because every time you commented, Jammer wasn't with me. I was like doing a solo. I'm like, Jammer fans comment. I'm like, oh yeah, that's nice, Jammer. You're commenting well. Yeah.
And what was bad was that he hasn't. This is how good of our communications manager
executive.
is. Yeah, whatever. He never checked into the My True Review Facebook page because you had posted several times on there, even your picture on there. You messaged us several times on there with a picture on there.
Yeah. Well, I don't go to that.
Yeah, you never did. And so
it's not, maybe I should follow that channel, huh?
You should have went on the Facebook channel, yeah. But yeah, he never looked. And that was the funniest part because I'm sitting there looking at it, I'm like, right there it is.
Should I add all these girls as a personal friend of mine? Who are all these people on that are friends with you on there? There's a lot of sexy girls and there's some dudes.
I don't know about the dudes, but the sexy girls, yeah, I know them all.
You got some guy named James Abernathy, another guy named Christopher Kroll, Ronald J. Theriot.
Yeah, that was the other thing. It's Tyrio.
Yeah, Tyrio.
We're the one that got him started with the Ronald the Riot. So if anybody's commented about Ronald the Riot, that's because of us.
Because I mispronounced it. Because on YouTube it was Ronald the Riot, the way it looked to me,
So, when you were on that Multi-Monday, you should have said, "Hey, Ronald the Riot."
Well,
that would have freaked him out.
I unfortunately didn't get on the panel till he was gone. He always gets to go first because he seems to know the people that run the show.
Yeah, he's. Let me tell you, he's very. I don't know how to really describe him. He's quirky. I mean, he really is. I mean, he knows a lot of things, and he has a weird sense of humor. I mean, I can appreciate it. Shag Dog, he's not really.
That's not my kind of humor.
I can appreciate it to a degree, and I always welcome people anyway. But
I try to. Well, Ronald the Riot, I mean, I don't know if he's funny. When we were with him, I didn't think he was that funny. Right? Did he do anything funny? I didn't notice it.
Oh, I don't think he was trying to be funny.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't laugh, I don't think.
So, well, that's a good thing because if he wasn't trying to be funny, you start laughing at him when he's serious, he would be really upset.
I mean, because when we showed up, and the first time we put the wigs and the mustaches on, he was giving us a weird look, like, what the hell I get myself into? Who are these freaks I'm with or something? But we did the beer review. We did 2 beer reviews with him. It was all right. Of course, I didn't talk much because how I am in front of strangers, physically in front of strangers. It's like, okay, yeah. Get that, okay, I'm nervous and I don't like talking in front of people I don't know because I don't trust your ass type thing, But then, it was good times. And then he took us to he went to church, and he came back, and he took us out around there, like Bourbon's places off of Bourbon Street, the casino, by the casino, the showboat that went across the river. And then he let us go, and that was the worst night we had there because we got back to Bourbon Street. We were sober as shit, and then there was like a bunch of – it was like 10 o'clock at night, and there was a bunch of drunk people. We're like, what the hell? let's get off the street. We went to one of the side streets, and that's when we saw some guy like passed out on a stoop, and I guess this was his girlfriend and her friend or something with a cop, and they're doing selfies with the cop, and a lot of those dudes like passed out on a stoop with his own puke all around him. You know, he puked all over the place. And we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he didn't want to be sober for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, on his channel, he drinks early. He does this Dawn Busters drinking thing where he drinks at like 5 a.m. Like he's like slamming it down. It's cool, like whatever. You know,
the funny thing about that is that when I met him, he would smoke one cigar a day. He'd say, "Oh yeah, I smoke this little cigar one a day, like that."
Yeah, he used to have a 3-beer limit or something like that. Or like,
he said, "I never drunk beer until I started doing the beer review and all that stuff." And so he only would drink 3 or so beers a day, and that was it. And it was so funny because I was like, all right, you know, here we are. We were before everything changed in my job and Shag Dog's job and all that stuff. Our videos were the amount of videos we had. We were catching up to him. Remember Shag Dog?
Per video, yeah.
Yeah, we were actually
because we were doing videos once every 2 weeks, and we did anywhere between 8 and 16 on average.
Yeah,
depending on how many beers. Yeah. So every 2 weeks, I'd say we were averaging like 7-8 beers a week, basically.
And so we were catching up to the quantity he had, and then we started getting some momentum with the Harlem Shake going viral a little bit, you know, and different videos getting up there and getting a lot of subscribers, even though none of them really watched our videos, you know,
on a regular basis. Yeah, 7,000. You figure 7,000 subscribers, you should have 7,000 views every video, right?
Yeah, you would hope, you know,
but that's not true.
But and we were catching up to him to a point, and then all of a sudden he started drinking, like you said, the liquor in the morning. You know, he started doing the beer reviews in the store.
In the store
in the morning when he was working at that store, and then he started doing liquor reviews, and I was like, wow. I mean,
yeah. And then when you changed your job, we started doing less beer reviews. We actually had our first a couple months break back in like 2014 or 15. I can't remember what year it was. But that's why I threw all my shit out. I threw the old man mask. What else did I throw out? I can't remember. Whatever. I threw stuff out because we didn't do beer reviews one time for like 5 months. I was like, I guess the beer review's over. Threw it out. Then like a month later, he's like, yeah, are you ready to do a beer review? I'm like, I threw all my shit out. But I think that's when you went to transition of doing that new job. And we got together a couple times when you first went there, but I don't know. We didn't do beer reviews for quite a few months. So I thought it was over. Yeah. He wasn't showing me any love.
Well, thanks for inviting me on, guys. I unfortunately have to kind of go. Sorry. I hung as long as I could tonight. It was cool hanging with you guys. It's been a few hours, so I was like, sorry, I was supposed to go hang with speaking of girlfriends, hang with my girlfriend and kind of chill.
Don't get in trouble. Don't waste your time with Jammer. I lost 2 relationships over him.
No, it's funny. No, it's all good, man. It's all good. Like I just it was hilarious hanging out with you guys. You should invite me on another time or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll have to do the same beer at one time. Like we'll have to get some
I didn't even know you guys were going to invite me on or anything. So
yeah. Someday we'll do something like we get here that you get there, like Coors Banquet or something. I'll wear my I'll dress up like Johnny from Karate Kid, Cobra Kai.
Well, I'm sure we can all find a beer or whatever, especially with all the seasonal beers coming out and stuff. It'll be cool.
That would be good. I'm glad to hear that you're doing all right and everything. Because with everything going on, it's been rough for a lot of people.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, you sound better than you did that one time, so that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. No, for sure. Thanks, guys. And I don't mean to just bail on you or whatever, but
I'm used to it with Jammer.
See how I turned around? I said, "Yeah, we're used to it," and he turns around and says, "Oh, yeah, Jammer."
Well, no, Shag Dog falls asleep on a lot of episodes, man.
Towards the end, yeah. Towards the end. I have a rough life, rough day life.
It's just like when we were doing all those videos of the.
I don't think
Oktoberfest.
have I yawned yet tonight? Have I been yawning? I don't think I yawned yet. Have I?
Nah, man, you're holding pretty good tonight, man. But I'll have to watch the replay later and see what happens after
replay or the next 1 or 2 videos. I'll be like,
I'll check them out. I'll check them out for sure, guys. I will definitely check them out. I'll leave you guys some comments so you know I check them out.
All right, go spend time with your woman and make her happy.
All right, thanks, guys. I appreciate the chilling today. All right, have a good one, guys.
All right, later. Take it easy.
Bye. Oh, that was fun.
Yep. Jammer fan came and went.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to do one more or you want to do 2 more?
It don't matter. Let's do one.
We got a couple long videos, man. They're gonna be hard to edit.
Don't even worry about them.
Yeah. All right, so which one we're gonna do?
We didn't really say anything bad during them, so.
Yeah. We're on the riot.
I don't have any problems with him.
No, neither do I. Best, one of the best co-stars we've ever had.
What's that?
We're on the riot. One of our best co-hosts we've ever invited to the show.
Yeah, I mean, we've had several, didn't we?
Yeah, well, we only did a live with him. I don't think we ever did split screen. Oh, we did one split screen one time back on Google Hangouts back in the old days. That's right. Yeah.
But that's gone too, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's when I did Larry. I don't know if that was on his channel or ours. I think that might have been on his channel though.
Yeah.
I'll have to look back.
All right, let's close this up and go on to the next one.
All right. Shag Dog.
Jammer.
Spitter Swallow Beer Review.
Yes. We'll see you on the next one.
Next one. And broadcast. I should have done that